Hello everyone. Now I'm gonna talk about how to measure at home by yourself if we're doing DIY. When we looking at the measuring yourself, the first we need to say, have we got these corners at home? So in the way we install the curtain, there's a two way. One is called face fit, which is wall fit. So in that case, the curtain will install under the corners from here and stick it out, the brackets, so the curtain goes down. And the second way is we will have no corners. So here is 90-degree angle. So we don't have this. In that case, we install the curtain onto the ceiling. So it comes down. But the most case in fairly old property, like we talk about if it's the new build, many new build doesn't have these corners. But the rest, 90%, everyone will have these corners at home. So when we have corners, how we measure? We measure from here to the floor. So for example, you get your tape measurement out. So it goes secure to the bottom. And then you measure straight and take that measurement as a height or drop. You could take a few spots to measure. That might come as different numbers, but don't panic. So you can measure a few spots. If there's numbers are different, we take the smallest number as the drop. I'm just talking about if there's a window. So we measure under the corners to the floor. This case, which has no corners. So this is clean 90-degree angle. You'll find some new build in the ceiling is this kind of finish. So when you have no corners, we just go straight under here to the floor, measure. Maybe pick 3 different spots to measure. Yeah, you take this as a drop. So now we comes to talk about the measure the width. The width, there's a couple of ways we measure the width. The first way is just cover the window. So if we say just cover the window, we add a little bit like 10 or 15% extra on the side. Because when the curtain, after curtain is installed, we push it to the side. We need to give a little bit of space for the curtain. If you only ends up here, so the curtain will sit up here. So in that case, you don't have much window view left. So usually we add a little bit extra on the both sides. It depends on the space you got on each side. Or for the extra white window, we add a little bit more. You can add 30% or 20%. For the small window, you can add like 10 or 15% on the both sides. So this is the one way to measure the width. So the second way is we do wall to wall, which is cover entire wall. So if say this is end of the wall, we measure this side of the wall from this point to the other point as a width. So after curtain is installed, the sheer curtain would cover entire wall. So that looks more grand and then nicer looking, but also in the other way, it will cost you a little bit more because it took more fabric to make the curtain.